Hello everyone, it's Lindenherz. Another walkthrough or flip through, and really hopefully quicker. Oh please, let it be quicker this time. Yeah, this is a well-known deck, and a lot of you have it probably and or saw it on the internet. But I want to share with you the German edition. If you wonder what this is. I know in the Facebook group I'm part of, there was the question, is this another edition or something like that? No, not necessarily. It is just the German edition. And they have another, cover picture on it. And they choose the green lady for it. And I'm not sure. I think this box is bigger than the Wildwood, the English Wildwood box. But I'm not completely sure. It's quite sturdy. I got this from our local metaphysical store we have here in the city center. And I actually ordered it I ordered it one day, and just the other day or 2 days later, I try to remember. It was really quick. It was even quicker than ordering from Amazon. So I guess just one day. And this was so fast, and and so I got it there, and it's finally here. The thing is, last year, back in October or something along that line, I had the opportunity, and sadly I was missing it, to get this deck half priced. Yeah, half priced. It was available in our only witches shop we had back then, and they had a sale there, a sale when they closed the shop, and every deck was 50% off. Every deck. And to be honest, okay, I didn't had enough money with me, and they didn't do e-cash, so I had to fetch some money. But the problem was I had an appointment that time. Otherwise, I would have, go right across the street to fetch some money and come back. And I would have gone crazy there. There were a lot of also Los Carabeo decks, but they also had the German edition from the Fairy Tale Tarot from Lisa Hunt, and but after my appointment, when I came back, they sadly had already closed, so I had to pay not only a bit more money, but also a bit more patience until I got it. So you open it like this, and then you have it like that. But the thing is that I don't like about this is the cards can slide everywhere. This is not so much something I like. They are wrapped, but still, it could have been better, something to fix it. I'm not sure. So you get them like this, and I think this book is also bigger than the English one, so bigger but less pages, and you get this little thing here from the publisher, where you can see a lot of what they're up to, some oracle cards and some pagan things, and Germanic pagan things, actually. So let's move it to just a bit of more appreciation. So you have this open thing here, there, and that's the back. But it's a German one, and I really like that this is available in German. And it's really a big one, and I guess this is smaller in in English, a smaller book at least, but more pages. And it feels really soft and good, like the old Llewellyn companion books. Something which caught my eye immediately, I'm quite sure that the borders in the English edition are wider or bigger, or how to put it. These are really smaller, thinner, and a major change. I know the backing here has changed. So there was a tree of life, I guess, on the backing of the English edition, and I really like that. But this is also quite okay, quite cool, and I like that there is the. I'm not sure. This copyright is not so disturbing like the one on the sides in the English edition. So, yeah, some changes. So let's open it. Finally. Okay, I had this as an app for quite a while. So let's see. Okay. There is some card, some advertisement card. Let's sniff. Okay. They feel quite nice. A bit smoother. I'm not sure if the English edition, maybe you can tell me, if the English edition of the Wildwood Tarot is feeling if it feels the same like this one here, or the Druid Animal and Druid Plant Oracle. Maybe you can tell me. But this one feels quite okay. It's thinner cardstock, maybe like Llewellyn, I would say. Like Llewellyn cardstock. But I like the backing, the feel of the backing more, because the Druid craft, the backing of the cards, let's see if I can fetch a card. The backing of the card feels different from the front. The front is quite silky and smooth, and there is some roughness going on, and it attaches a lot of everything which is around, and you can see fingerprints on, which I don't like. So let's compare the sizes. Look, it's almost the same. Okay, the other one is trimmed, obviously. Normally this would be would have become the biggest tarot deck that I would own, but trimmed is so much better. But this one here, this one I won't trim. I won't trim it. I was thinking about it when I saw the wider, or the bigger borders on the English edition, but this one is okay. This is okay. Whoop. So let's see here. The shaman. So you can see a bit of the English, the German words here. Schamane, quite the same. I'm not quite sure how she's called in English, so we call it die Seherin. The green woman, die grüne Frau. So, der grüne Mann, the green man. And the Ahnen, the ancestor, was it in the Ahnen. This at first, when I first read ancestor, there is in English, I know you can't always see from the word if it's a he or a she. We can see it from the word like this here, Ahnen, that it's a she, because when if this would be a he, we would call him der Ahne. Not only this article in front, but also the ending is you always see at the ending, if it's a not every German word, but a lot of German words you can see at the ending that, or from, you can tell from the ending that it's which sex it is. So this is a woman, because in English I thought first it was a man until I recognized, okay, this looks not so much like a man here. The lovers, I'm not quite sure. They call it die Liebenden im Wald, so the lovers in the forest. Quite sure. Die Bogenschützin, again, the archer. The archer is quite neutral when it comes to male or female, and we all really recognize this is, in German, this is a female, die Bogenschützin, as an opposite, der Bogenschütze, the archer. The archer is the same in English. Der Hirsch, the stag. Yeah. Okay, der Vermummte. Okay. the Hermit. I'm not quite sure. Is he called differently in the should recall, but I don't know them from the top of my head. So they call it der Vermummte, okay. So wrapped, I couldn't even say translate that literally. So the wrapped up guy, I don't know. The wheel is quite similar. Das Rad. Keeper of the Forest or something was in English, I guess. So yeah, this is quite gorgeous. The mirror, I guess it's also the mirror, der Spiegel in English. The journey, die Reise. Balance, in this case here, Gleichgewicht. Like that, this is a bit different style from normally the artwork of Will Worthington, because you have more this line work that you have here. You see more as if he draw with fine liners more the outlines, whereas the Druid craft, you can't see that much. It's more graphic here. This is also quite interesting, where you can definitely see with the hanged man in the Druid craft, that's a male. Here it's some kind of blurred away. This guy, and my camera won't focus, this guy looks like Ken. Der Polarstern, the North Star, I'm not quite sure. This is so gorgeous. Moon on water, the moon, der Mond auf dem Wasser. This is really wonderful artwork. And this is probably my most favorite sun card. Again, not exactly recognizable as a man. Yeah, from the hips downwards. It's also Ken. But the colors are amazing. And okay, when you see him as maybe as a spiritual being, maybe this is not necessary. The big bear here, the große Bär, great bear, gorgeous. Behind him the polar light, I'm not quite sure. And this is really one of the most gorgeous world cards I have ever seen. And this might be an oak. Let's see. Can't see it, but it certainly looks like an oak. And I love this labyrinth there. We have something similar here in our city forest. In the city center, we have a large forest there. And there is a linden labyrinth. And in the middle of this labyrinth, a giant linden tree is standing. And you can walk this labyrinth. And it is really... it's refreshing, to be honest. And when you are in the center, then you have... Yeah, there's a strange kind of sound there, almost like in a cathedral or so. And very strange, but very peaceful and powerful. Oh yeah, we come to the sword suit, but this is here the arrows, I guess. Die Pfeile. The king of arrows, which is here König der Pfeile. And he's called Eisvogel in German. I'm not quite sure if you can see this little ornament there between the two, this little thing here. Der Schwan, the swan. The queen of arrows. The knight of arrows, which is der Ritter der Pfeile, ein Falke. A hawk, I guess. Or falcon. Looks gorgeous. Der Zaunkönig, okay, you know it as Wren, and we call it Zaunkönig. Okay, here we have the Ace of der Odem des Lebens. Wow, this sounds powerful, the breath of life. But when we could also say in German Atem, but we could also say Atem, but Odem is more powerful, more ancient, to be honest. So this has really some justice elements here in it. This is also quite gorgeous here. This is interesting, really. I like this. This transformational aspect that is going on here. I'm rising from the dead. Frustration. Quite similar word, frustration. So, passage or something like that. We call it Übergang. We could also say transition or so. She has a gorgeous way of acting here. Oh. Yeah. Ungewissheit, uncertainty, but I'm not quite sure if this is the same word in English. If they choose something similar. 8 of arrows, which is come for fight here, or struggle. You could also say struggle. The 9 of arrows, which is dedication, you could say. And this is really something which is totally different from the traditional Smith-Waite deck. Because this is not this bad depiction of a sword suit or the traditional sword suit like you would see. Normally the 9s is this kind of nightmare thing going on. And the 10, you would have this, poor people that are, have a lot of swords in their backs. This could be quite okay with it. Okay, normally you have a bound person, blindfolded, but there's some sense of it you can feel in this too. But here it is totally different. This kind of dedication and instruction or teaching or so. Totally different. Oh, here we have our Kreuzotter. I guess they're poisonous. The king and the queen, it's the hare, the Hase. You could also say when it's a female, Häsin. This fellow looks really funny. Always when I looked at this picture, these eyes. I'm not sure. This looks really strange. The fox. Hermeline. I'm not quite sure how you call Hermeline. How we was called in English. I'm not sure. No, I'm not sure. So here we have the bows, which is fire, and I like this lighting. This really looks bright light. Decision. Look at him. Oh wow, he certainly looks on fire. I just have to be careful not to burn yourself. Erfüllung, fulfillment. This is also interesting. 3 of bows. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Some, abstract nudity going on here. Okay, at least this one is not looking like Ken. Yeah. 6 of bows. And abundance, I guess. Fülle, you could say abundance. Clarity or something like this here. Klärung. 7 of bows. Not quite sure. Hearth. Herdfeuer, we call it. Fire. However, 8 of bows. This one looks a bit creepy. Respect, yeah, certainly. I would run screaming if this guy were after me in the woods. This is quite traditional. Again, traditional. Not so different from the Smith-Waite depiction. The King of Stones. We have the wolf. Oh, yeah. The queen is the bear. Gorgeous. and the wild horse, which we would call, there is the right term for this horse is Przewalski Pferd. Przewalski horse, I'm not quite sure, because after was he Polish? So if Bart, if you're watching this, you could say. I'm not quite sure. But he was an officer or something, and his name was given to this kind of horse, this wild horse. The Lynx, Page of Stones, and the Fundament of Life, this standing stone here. It's so gorgeous. Herausforderung. How do you call that in English? A challenge? Maybe a challenge here. She is getting some energy here from the stones. That's for sure. Creativity. Getting creativity from Earth. Protection. It's so cute here. Oh, little Bambi. Okay, another cutie here. Oh, they just, have nothing left here. Ausbeutung. I'm not sure how to translate it. This is quite easy. Healing, of course. 7 of Stones. Eight of Stones, which is most about crafting and so on, and skills. So Geschick would be quite fitting. Tradition, it's easy. 9 of Stones. Oh, hopefully this looks also like an otter. Home, 10 of Stones. This is gorgeous with the tree in the middle. And now we come to the vessels. King of Vessels is the heron. Oh, it's so gorgeous. The salmon is the Queen of Vessels. And then we have the eel, the Aal, right? And the otter, yeah! my water guardian. This is also gorgeous. Water of life. Das Wasser des Lebens. I like this crescent moon shaped vessel here. So it's kind of moon energy going on, this intuitive energy. This is also gorgeous. This looks like Carnunnos and could be Rhiannon. I guess Rhiannon is also related to horses. So we have, I guess these are crane. I'm not quite sure. This is quite fitting. 3 of vessels and joy, basically. Boring. Boredom. So I try to translate just from what I read here. I'm not aware anymore of the right words that you find on this, but any of you who have this will know. Ecstasy, this is quite easy. Extase, 5 of Vessels. It's also quite different, this 5. Yeah. Unity or reunion, you could say. I guess with 2 others again. Trauer, which we call grief. 7. And the 8, resurrection. Großzügigkeit. Oh, I don't know the word at the moment. But these cards are really feeling nice. Oh, there's another advertisement card I see here. So, yeah, the German edition. And they feel really great. And I really so will not trim them. I think it's okay. They can, although I trimmed every deck, every Will Worthington deck so far, I'm not sure. I like the backing at the moment intact. And if I trim it there, you see, there will leave something. I'm not quite sure. You can see there this outline, and this is something I don't like. Yeah, and the book. Yeah, the book, of course, is totally worth it in terms. Just the book itself is just stunning. The foreword was so interesting to read already in English, and all the things that are going into this kind of working with the deck in terms of the Wheel of the Year, which you have here, which I really want to delve into. And there's also a book which you can also only get as a Kindle app, and this is the A Year in the Wildwood. And I know this is based on a study group that was on Facebook. And I guess I will also try to get my hands on that. But this one here will be interesting. As you can see here, these cards looking really, if you see, you would think, oh, what a thick border, wow. But this is okay. This is just simply okay. So I'm happy with that, and I'm happy to try out some of the spreads here and see how they are working with spreads that I created. So we will see. I will share it with you maybe in another video. Otherwise, this would go also crazy long like the other one. So I will leave it like that. And yeah, hope you will have a wonderful day. And I can't wait to work with this deck now. Bye.